What are we doing today then, Tyler?
We are going to be watching the Assassin's Creed Valhalla teaser for the first time.
Welcome to NerdOut.
Okay, so the teaser dropped. We've already watched a little bit of it because I messed up on the recording aspect of things. So we're going to watch it again because I'm an idiot. Jacob's holding me on you because he wants to. Anyway, let's get back into it. We'll start from the start because I'm an idiot.
They are heartless.
That's already better than yesterday's teaser.
Definitely.
Godless barbarians.
Can you stop breathing so loudly?
They murder and kill blindly.
This is going to be bloodthirsty as hell, this game, isn't it?
They scar the
Yeah.
lands of England. Lands they will never defend. Never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language
He's definitely a
they
Templar.
will understand.
Oh, definitely. Oh, Podrick's entered the field.
Mm-hmm.
Odin is with us!
Nice!
I was waiting for that.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday 2020.
Oh. Okay, let's do a little bit of dissection there. So, if we just kind of go back to a certain point, hang on. God, the quality's dropped. So, obviously, Viking, like you start off judging by this in Norway or Sweden, somewhere along those lines. And talking in the background is obviously the King of England. at that point, or at least a lord of England. And judging by this little section here, so he gets baptized in blood.
Godless barbarians.
Obviously, he's been chosen for something. So, anything you can think of so far during that video, you'd like to the next bit, if you want to talk about something in the next bit.
I'll be honest, I had to watch it all without sound.
Why?
Because you didn't share it with me with sound. So,
Really?
yeah.
I did
But
not
it
know that.
looks good.
I thought
fine.
we shared it with sound. Sorry, bro.
I think from what I've seen of Vikings, this is because he's being told to lead the tribes on their raid, and that is his big thing. I think the next bit, I think the detail that they've gone and put into this trailer for shows that we're going to have some pretty good graphics.
Yeah, I mean, just first of all, let's confirm the main character is a male at this point. I don't know if there is any swapping involved with gender. So it's definitely male. So that's the initial thing that we can take. Let's see, just next interesting bit. So initially the raid. So at this point, the Lord or the King says,
Kill blindly.
they kill blindly. Obviously, he's saving people. One of the rules of the creed is that you do not kill innocents. Killing innocents is forbidden. So that's the first thing that kind of gives him away as the assassin in question. Obviously, they're being Vikings doing their thing and raiding.
They scar the lands of England.
Obviously, they've settled home. So this is going to be taking place during the time of Jorvik, when the Vikings landed in Yorkshire and basically claimed the lands. So I think that's roughly the same. So I think that's roughly the same period. It's already said it's based in England, so we're probably going to be looking at an England, Norway mix type thing.
Lands
Yeah,
that
well,
will
they might do what they did with Origins, and that we have a couple of missions where
Yeah.
you disappear elsewhere.
Time has come.
Obviously, here's the king, and by his side
In a language
is a Templar.
they will understand.
So, going by the fact that our main assassin is a Viking and the advisor to the king/lord is a Templar, what I'm saying is that these raids are no coincidence. And that, in fact, that this raid has happened for a reason. The Vikings, the assassin in the Vikings has been sent for a reason, and he's joining the raids for a reason. There's something in England he needs, or the Creed needs.
Please don't be the apple of Eden again.
Well, there's many apples of Eden. It could be a sword of Eden. It could be a staff of Eden. It could be a shroud of Eden. So that's a formal declaration of war.
He doesn't look too happy to be signing it.
I think there's going to be ship warfare. This is Vikings after all. So I'm hoping to see ship warfare that involve landings like this.
I think there's definitely going to be an element to it where it's
Yeah.
full-on squadron
Yeah.
kind of war as
Can
well.
we just appreciate how good this guy looks? How awesome he looks.
Oh, he looks fantastic.
He looks so badass. I cannot believe it.
I mean, you'd hope, considering, Nord.
And they have that proper Nordic kind of face and bodily structure. Okay. Battles are back from Odyssey.
See, I haven't played Odyssey yet. It's currently downloading.
I've just re-downloaded Origins, but yeah, battles are back. These are obviously Norman soldiers or Saxon soldiers.
I think there's going to be a lot of the fan base that complain that it's going to be open world RPG again.
I can understand why, but I really do like the open world RPG. I think it's quite good.
I think Assassin's Creed have kind of nailed it with their last two, to be fair.
I've really enjoyed them. So obviously, mentor or older person that he had respect for dies. That's actually the axe that we see in the artwork. In the artwork that was the teaser. with the symbol of the Creed on it. I love the whole double-handed axe as your main weapons. Vision from Odin.
Lightning from Thor.
Now, the Crow. Do we think that the Crow is the new eagle?
Yeah, I think to be fair, it doesn't make sense.
It's not a crow, it's
to
a
have an
raven,
eagle.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to have an eagle. And I feel like a crow does, like the raven does make sense.
I think that's going to be, it's going to fit in very well, and I think it's going to be awesome.
What I'm most looking forward to is the religion aspects, the mythology on this, because my favorite bit really about Origins was the whole ancient Egyptian side to it. That I thought was incredible, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do this.
It's the same in Odyssey. There's a lot of like the mythological and the legendary aspects of the culture and the religion. So yeah.
Odin is with us.
So that's probably one of the more elite soldiers you're going to fight in the game. Looks like dual wielding is a main weapon for this dude.
But again, I think that makes sense, don't it?
And then...
He's also got arrows on his side.
Yep, so the bow and arrow's back. And we see the return of the hidden blade. On the front, on the fore, not the back of the arm, but on the the front facing part of the arm as well, which I really like. It's a lot. It's less subtle, sure, but it's where a Viking would put it, if you ask me. It's direct. There's no risk of your fingers, and you don't have to do anything with your wrist like this. You could just hold a fist and just jab.
Yeah. However, I'm gonna miss the whole
I know, but there's something about this that I really like with the hidden blade being there.
I think the detail of what he's what everyone's wearing as well.
This is probably one of the first still body shots we can have of him here, and the fur, I confused it, to be honest, with something very similar to Ezio's armor in Revelations, because he has a fur and the grey and the leather type look to him.
Whereas I just said it looked like Ned Stark.
Yeah, but that is proper. That outfit looks awesome.
This is
even with
taken
all the blood
straight
on it.
from For Honor. This literally looks like a Viking from For Honor right now.
It does look like they've taken inspiration from their other game, yeah.
And the only thing, and to be fair, the only good thing about For Honor is the aesthetic of some of the actual character work.
Yeah, and I think they've done really well here. The aesthetic of the Saxons, the aesthetic of the Vikings. The shield hasn't returned by the looks of it so far, so I don't know if we're going to get a shield in this one like we did in Origins. But he looks like to be a dual wielding maniac. He's the Templar. Surprised to see the fact that he's the assassin.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday.
Yeah. Wow.
What I'm really liking about Assassin's Creed especially in the last two before this, is they've taken such a completely different turn on it, and they've really made just a new form of assassin. When you've got the kind of berserker rage that you see on the cover of that, then obviously Origins was very, very bloodthirsty, and again Odyssey was so brutal.
Yeah.
Whereas you look back at the old ones, it was all about stealth and that. Whereas now, there are some missions where you really, really need stealth, but it's not as necessary in these time periods.
So for this, if we're looking at time periods, it shows that if you look at Origins and Odyssey, it's a lot more brutal because it's the starting of the Creed. The Creed hasn't been established yet; their ways haven't been established yet. So it's a bit more brutal, but if we're dealing with Vikings, it's going to be brutal anyway. They're not ones for stealth. They didn't really have assassins. It's more the Creed utilizing the chaos of the battlefield to hit their mark, which is something we've seen them do in previous Assassin's Creed games. You take Assassin's Creed 3, where Connor, there's an entire an entire platoon of Englishmen of redcoats on the hill, and he's using the chaos of the fight to get to his target. So things that I think are going to be in this, judging by what we've seen, Raven is your eagle, in short. Dual wield is going to be your primary weapon base, I think, for him. We don't know his name yet, but dual wielding is definitely probably his fun friend.
I think it'd be
bow and arrow is back as well.
It'd be like the others it'd be like the usual where they give you like a selection, but I think it would be the beginning and the vanilla way of playing would be dual wielding.
Yeah, you're a bit out of sync talking there, mate.
Sorry.
That's okay. Ship battles. If they don't have ship battles or like landing battles, as a Viking, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
My worry is that they're bringing that in as a DLC.
Hopefully they won't. If Ubisoft do that, then they've got a serious problem.
Yeah, but let's be fair, we're both going to get the gold edition anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm a sad act. But yeah, I'm excited. Are you?
Wow, considering even though I didn't watch the 8-hour stream, I got bored of like 10 minutes of it because it was Ubisoft need to work on how they teased things because they were awful.
So I watched an 8-hour stream of Boss Logic. He's a great artist, don't get me wrong, but I watched an 8-hour stream of Boss Logic teasing this basically. In basically an 8-hour stream of him doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, like doing things, undoing them. It got a bit tedious, and my brain melted afterwards.
That's the thing. That I've followed Boss Logic for years because I've really, really liked some of his work, and the fact that he did the Endgame poster, and the fact he's become so big from just being a nerd that was good at Photoshop. But I don't even think he would have willingly chose to do that because it's not the way he announces stuff. He usually just drops it on Instagram or he teases something saying this is coming.
Yeah.
So it's the fact that it's an 8-hour Photoshop. But in that process, because part of me was like, yes, I downloaded Odyssey, the gold edition, because I don't want to buy season pass separately.
I've just got I just re-downloaded Origins because I want to play through that again and then play through Odyssey again. And when Valhalla comes out, I'll play the hell out of that.
See, I do have that downloaded, but the issue is I've got that on disc, and my disc is still at uni, not here, because I didn't think I'd be here as long as I have been. So I only brought like a few games that I play the most, and now I'm like kind of want to complete Origins because that game has taken me days and I'm still not there.
Yeah. Anyway, that is our live reaction and review of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Vikings. I wanted feudal Japan, but we got Vikings, and I'm happy with Vikings. If they have that as a weapon in there, I will poo my pants.
I feel like there will be something that probably not using Mjolnir, but there will be that obviously probably Thor or something aspect.
Yeah.
Because it at the end of the day that all those games are based so heavily on mythology and religion, and Norse mythology, in my opinion, is the most interesting and the most in depth. I love Egyptian gods and Greek gods, but I think there's something about the Norse religion that the Vikings had that is just so much better.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway, there we go. That's the video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care in these trying times. And I can't wait for this to come out. See ya.
Stay safe, guys.